Good morning, Year 6. Welcome to today's math session. Today, it is Tuesday the 12th of May, and we're going to be looking at angles again. Now then, today we're going to be looking at angles with lines, triangles, and in quadrilaterals. Now, before we get started, as always, get that brain warmed up, have a go at this Kahoot challenge. So go to kahoot.it and enter in this code. Again, we are based around our numeracy ninjas. Okay, when you've done that, come back and let's watch the rest of this video. Now, missing angles on a straight line. Remember, angles on a straight line always add up to 180 degrees. So to calculate any missing angles on a straight line, take away any angles that you know away from 180. So there we go for this one here, would be 180 minus 65, which of course is 115. This one here, okay, what would it be? Well, 180 minus 35. 145 degrees. And then this one here, the angle is 80 degrees that we know, so 180 minus 80 is of course 100 degrees. Okay, so angles in a straight line always equal 180. Angles in a full turn or around a point. Now remember, angles in a full turn always equal 360. We would do a 360 degree turn. Okay, so to calculate a missing angle in a full turn, we take it away from 360. For example, this first one here, 360 minus 45 is 315, and this one here, 360 minus 70 is of course 290. Now then, remember, on intersecting lines like angles, okay, on a circle, okay, angles around a point are almost the same. They are 360 degrees, but often you'll find that opposite angles are equal. If it's crossed like this, okay, opposite angles are the same. So therefore, that this one here, step one, to find this one here, okay, must be 65, okay, you can see it here on this visual one here. Again, to do the next step, that must mean that 65 plus 65 is 130, and I then do 360, take away this here, okay, is equal to 230 left, and then 230 divided by my 2, because I've got 2 angles left, is of course 115. To check that works, add them all up, and they should all equal 360 degrees. Now, this is similar, but these are using parallel lines, where lines go across parallel lines. And there's two ways to look at this one, okay? You could imagine that it's across here, okay? So therefore, okay, 110, this must be 110 degrees. And then I could find out these two missing angles by doing 110 plus 110, subtract that from 360, and then divide that by 2 to get this angle here, okay? Or another way to look at it, if it is a Z like this, okay, if you can see a Z shape there, that would mean that this angle and this angle will be the same, okay? So therefore, you can see a Z here, missing angle of A, well, that is going to be 60 degrees as well. So, as a quick recap, straight lines, 180 degrees, minus your known angles. For full turns, 360 degrees, take away your known angles. And for intersecting lines, don't forget opposite angles are equal, okay? And if it's that Z shape, again, those ones on the two corners of the Z will be the same as well. Now remember, in a triangle, all angles will equal to 180 degrees. So to find the missing angle, we subtract that known angle or angles from 180. And there we go, 80 plus 45, 80 plus 45 is 125. So to find missing the angle of x, the missing angle, I'm going to do 180 minus 125, which means that this angle here must be 55 degrees. And it's the same on this side. I'm going to add these two up. Then I'm going to subtract that from 180. Okay, so add them up gives me 140. 180 minus 140 is indeed 40 degrees. As well with quadrilaterals, what is the total sum of the inside of this shape? Well, it's 360 degrees. Now, remember, a quadrilateral is any four-sided shape. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So all of these must equal to 360 degrees. So 90 plus 40 is going to give me 220 degrees. And then 360 minus 220 degrees, that will leave the missing angle x of 140 degrees. And just to recap there, so 180 degrees, that would be for a straight line and for angles in a triangle. 360 degrees, that is angles around a full turn, okay, and angles in a quadrilateral. Remember, intersecting lines, opposite angles are always equal, and the angles will always add up to 360 degrees. And remember, we talked the other day about different shapes as well, okay, so we've got a triangle, three-sided shape, a four-sided shape, quadrilateral, 360. So a five-sided shape, I'm adding another side to it, that will be another 180 degrees added, giving me 540 degrees. In a six-sided shape, add another 180, okay? That will give me 720 degrees. Remember, the formula for this one would be n, the number of sides, minus 2 times by 180. So take your number of sides, minus 2 away, and then times that by 180. That will give you the total sum of the angles inside of any shape. Now, we discussed all that on Friday last week. Today, you are going to be looking at different angle problems. Okay, so solve the problems from your group. Send your answers to me when you have finished, if you would like a dojo. Otherwise, answers will be released at the end of the day for you to check your own work. So have a lovely session, Year 6, and I look forward to speaking to you in our daily sessions.